Alright guys, so we're back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be going over some more maintenance stuff. We're going to be showing you how to clean your K&N drop-in filters. This pretty much goes for any kind of reusable, washable drop-in filters you have, whether it's K&N, AEM, any one of those. What we are going to need is some cleaner and lubricator. So we're going to be using the K&N Recharger kit because we have K&N filters. And mine are low-key overdue. I honestly don't remember the last time I did them. And when I had this open the other day, they looked pretty dirty. So on top of cleaning the MAF sensors and throttle body, we're also going to be doing a intake filter cleaner as well. So before we get into the kit, we're going to need to take this off and then take our filters out of our boxes. Alright, so to take out these little rivets that hold in our top cover for the intakes, let's take a flathead to them and just pop them out. Alright, so we're going to take this cover off now. This is going to give us access to these filters. We're just going to put this aside somewhere that's not in the way. Alright, so for this we have two bolts. Two clips, not two bolts. If you want to tape this bolt out right here to make it a little bit easier so you have more wiggle room, you can. I don't believe it's really necessary. Last time I did it, I don't think I did, but when we get to that part, I will see. But you're going to have two clips, one right here that is missing, apparently, for whatever reason. But you pretty much just pull them back, and it gets it undone like so. Huh. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we can do about that, say this piece. So, you'll just unclip that. Same with this side. Just unclip that. And then what we're going to do next is see what kind of wiggle room we have with it. And we're gonna have to undo this bolt right here. So this kind of looks like maybe a 10 mil. Let's find out. Yeah, so it's gonna be a 10 mil bolt. We're just gonna take that out so we have a little bit more wiggle room to get these filters out. And then it's a bolt with the washer, so don't lose the washer. And then we're having to take that bolt out. Whatever. There's also a bolt beneath this little plastic guard right here. So just use a 10 mil, take this bolt out, and then this is going to give us free range of this housing right here to make us and give us room to take the filter out. I don't remember having this much trouble the last time I changed these. Oh, there we go. We got one clip out. I don't understand why this is not coming out. There we go. Alright, so just to show you the clips I'm talking about, put that right here. There's two clips right here, bang and bang, that go underneath this housing, and they scoop in and then go around so it hooks on and then it closes up like that. So that's what they were stuck on. The best way to do this would be you're gonna want to lift this one up, and you're gonna want to push this one backwards and like that to kind of get it out. But this is going to be our filter that looks a little cooked low key. What the heck? Yeah, this thing is dirty, yo. So that's one out. Let's go around to the other side, get that one out. All right, so for this side, same thing. Get your 10 mil. You're gonna loosen this one right here, and then the bolt behind this little sheath right here. And then that's gonna make this a little bit easier for us. For this one beneath here, it's easiest to just get it loose with your wrench and then just spin it out with your hands the rest of the way. And in another video, guys, what I want to do is, like I was saying in the last one, I want to get a new chrome emblem cover. And then this silver right here, I'm going to paint this black and redo this black. So it's all nice and clean black, not this dried out black. But now that we have both bolts out, put them aside. Don't lose your washers. And we're going to first freaking undo the clip. It's not even clipped. But first we're going to take off our electrical tape. Put that aside, reuse that when I'm done. Reason why I have this electrical tape on these housings is because my clips are actually now, on both officially, are broken. So realistically, pressure and this tape is what's keeping them closed. So that's pretty cool. We're just going to, like I said before, pull this one up, this one down to kind of undo the clip.
Two hours later.
All right, so we got both filters out. I'm going to clean this up a little bit and then get to showing you guys how to actually clean those. Oh, is that still recording, bro? Yo, you guys saw my freaking trunk slam on me then. That was crazy. In hindsight, what's probably easier to do, a little bit more work, but probably makes it easier, was this came out accidentally and made it a lot easier to undo these clips down here. So if you want to, you can actually loosen out these C-rings right here. Loosen out these rings right here so you can pull out your actual manifold and just take out the entire thing. It makes it pretty easy to take them apart. But now we're going to get into how to actually clean these filters. All right, so next step of this is going to be to take our air filter cleaner, and we are just going to take the filter and just spray both sides pretty generously, and then let it sit for about 10 minutes. Let's see what we can get to stand up against. Let's use this. Shout out Gojo soap. If you guys don't use this and your hands are like super greasy ever from working on your car or just working with dirty stuff, this Gojo soap works freaking magically. It gets everything off. And same thing with this one. Just going to spray it both sides pretty generously. And depending on how dirty your filter actually is, like this one's pretty dirty. I haven't done this in a while. Definitely overdue. But probably need to do like 2 runs of this. And then we're gonna let this sit for about 10 minutes and then we'll be right back. All right, so now that 10 minutes has passed, we are going to take our filters and just wash them out with some low pressure water from the clean side going out. So from the inside of the intake, from this side, going to the outside. So you want the water to be coming out from this side. So just through the back and out the front. And you just want to use low pressure water. Then the next one. All right, so just after one wash, we can see that we're looking a little bit cleaner, but we're probably gonna hit it with another maybe like 2-3 cycles because it is pretty dirty in there. This goes, and I also put some gloves on and washed my hands because I was reading the bottle while I was waiting for the timer to end, and it said don't get contact with your skin. And as you saw before, I was spraying that all over my hands. So make sure you're wearing gloves when you're working with this cleaner. I mean, my hands feel fine, but better do what they say. All right, as we can see, we're definitely looking a lot cleaner than we were at the beginning. We're probably gonna do maybe 1 or 2 more rounds of the cleaner and then let it dry and get it back in there. So I'm not gonna make you guys watch through all of that, but once that's done, we'll get back to the video. All right, so now as we can see, this is going to be after 4 rinses. We are looking pretty much brand spanking new. We're as clean as the backs now. That's how we're supposed to look. If I can, I'm gonna try to set up like a before and after picture. If you guys remember from the video, just from watching it, these were like black when I took them out, so they're looking clean. Now what we need to do is let them air dry, and then after that we spray on the K&N oil, and then we're ready to put them back in. So I'm gonna set up a fan because I am losing daylight, as you can see. It's getting pretty dark outside. And oh, there's a cow over there. And yeah, we're gonna let these air dry, probably maybe like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna set up a fan so that they dry a little bit quicker. But yeah, once these are dry, I will catch you guys in a little bit. Okay, so now that these are fully dry, we have lost all sense of daylight. So now we are in the backyard to finish this off. What we're going to need next is the lubricant. That's that red bottle I showed you earlier. And we're gonna do one coat first, let it dry for about 20 minutes, and then after that we're gonna see where the light spots are, and then finish it off by recoating it a second time. All right, and you're gonna want to spray the intake side of it, not the exhaust side of it. So this is gonna be the side that sucks in the air. You don't want to spray the side that goes towards the engine. All right, so you're gonna want to be somewhat close to it. You're just gonna go across the cores. I'm getting choked out. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're gonna let this sit for 20 minutes and see how it's looking after. Alright, so that first coat is wicked on. We did it a little bit too light. So we're gonna do a little bit closer this time, and then just in slower pass across the channels. And I also went ahead and grabbed a mask so I wasn't breathing this stuff in, but let's get right into that. I don't know. And this is ideally the color you want to look for. You just want to see it go from that white color to now it's back to that red color. Yep. So this is gonna be 3 coats. First one was a little bit light. The second one we did pretty much fix that, but it was a little bit heavy, so I had to flip it over so it didn't bleed through to the other side too much. And for me flipping it over, it caused it to not dry all the way on this top side. So we're gonna leave this last coat, just a light coat, let it dry for like 20 more minutes, and then we'll go into wiping off the excess oil and putting it back into the car. And just a tip, guys, if you feel like you overspray too much on the front side, just flip them over so they gravitate and pull it back down towards the front and not seep through the back. So if you feel like you overdid it, just do that for like 5-ish minutes and then let it sit normally for the rest of 20 minutes. And that's pretty much the color you're gonna want to be looking for. Is you want it to be looking red, because that's how you know it's all oiled up. And then yeah, you want to make sure these are fully dry before you put them back in, because if the oil is still like wet, then it's gonna pull the oil onto your MAF sensors, your mass airflow sensors, and that could cause it to code or misread or even go as far as to damage them. So make sure these are completely dry. If it's the last coat you did, I would say give it like 25-30 minutes, let it dry. And for me, it is nighttime, so it'll probably even take even longer. But we're going to let this dry. They say this air spray is a more convenient way to do the oil filter reapplication, but honestly, I think the squeeze bottle might be better just because it's more concentrated and you can just go on each line one by one by one by one by one. It might take a little bit longer, but it saves you from overspray and over applicating the oil. But this came in the kit that I got for this, so that's the one I used. But if you're buying them two separately, I would buy the regular K&N air filter cleaner and then get the squeeze bottle for the oil. But yeah, I'm going to let these dry, and then once they're fully dry, I will show you guys how to reinstall them back into the car. Alright guys, so the intakes are all dry. We're going to go ahead and get these back installed. I'm going to show you how to do that. Remember how I said at the beginning, this time what we're going to do to make it easier to get these clipped together, we're going to take the intake off of the manifold first, and then put it together like that. So we're just loosen this one, just from loose from earlier. And we'll pull it out. And here's what we're going to do. We are going to slide these clips into those holes right there. Get our filter ready to go. And then it goes in like this. The side that pops out goes towards the front of the car. The flat side goes towards the engine. I'm just going to place it right in there. And then just like that, your filter is installed. And then we'll go ahead, clamp that shut together. Oh, that's right, my clamp broke. So here's what we're going to do actually. We are going to get some zip ties and zip tie it shut. So I'm gonna grab some zip ties, give me just a second. Alright, so here's how we're looking with it. It's staying on good now. It should close with the cover on, with the intake cover on. We'll figure that out in a little bit. I'm gonna go walk my dogs really quick and then get back to this. Alright, same thing for this side, guys. We're going to, well, first we're gonna get our filter. Definitely need that for this part. We're gonna have our filter. Don't forget to wipe off whatever excess there is around it. Reason being is because if you don't wipe off the excess filter oil, it can get sucked into the intakes, and that's just gonna mess stuff up, so you don't want that to happen. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to take this out of that. Alright, then you're gonna have to get it back in that rivet down there as well. And the way I see it, easiest to do is, now that we have it all back together, get your intake back into your tube. And once you get it into your tube, the rivet should more or less line back up with itself. Just make sure your stuff is all the way on. all the way in, and then we can go about my bolt hole right there and right there. So let's go ahead and tighten that, and then we'll tighten the other bolts. All right, so now this intake is in there. What we're gonna do now, same thing we do with the other one. We are going to go ahead and zip tie this baby shut so it's nice and secure. And I'm gonna try a different way than I did the first time, see if this works any better. All right, so then we're actually gonna leave this side with the tape. I don't really like the zip ties. Low-key looks super jank as well. My only worry with the tape is that it might rip. Like if it gets hot and it just weakens out and it rips. That's kind of my only concern here. But I guess tomorrow I'll find that out. Once I drive it around, get it warm, do some pulls. I think I can go another roll. Do that. This tape's soft. Let's try. Alright, so I think honestly this looks a lot better than having a million freaking zip ties over there. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's right there. Bring it over. So we got example A, nice clean, and example B, freaking straight out of a freaking trailer park. Straight doohickey that thing. And this is example B. Looks like a hot mess, honestly, but it works. Well, actually, I'm not going to say it works until I put the top plastic on, because if it isn't shut with the top plastic, then it's all pointless. But I mean, but that's gonna wrap it up for this video today, guys. I don't know what the heck that honk was, but that is gonna be how you clean and re-oil your can and drop-in filters. If you learned something new today, like, subscribe, leave a comment. In future videos, I still have that throttle body cleaning planned, and then I think I am going to bring these back from black. I'm gonna go back to silver on them, see how that looks. What I'll probably end up doing is do one side first, see how I like it. If I don't like it, repaint it black, just to save the hassle of repainting four wheels. But yeah, that is going to wrap up this video. Peace out.